Hello, I'm Claudia Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. What's going on in your love life? I'm going to do a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread here about your love life. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower, and the shell, and each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find the timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal, this crystal ball, which is out with the Temperance card, which is all about waiting? Have you been waiting a long time? You're waiting on someone in particular, perhaps? The flower, would you like the flower, which is out with the Divine Masculine card? Could twin flame, could be twin flame here with the Divine Masculine Emperor card there. Or the shell. And the shell is out with the 5 of Wands card, which is all about a new strategy to bringing someone into your life that's right for you this time. So take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there before you click off. Leave me a comment as you're watching as well. That stuff really helps my channel out. That's just clicking my subscribe button with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. For the collective, I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. Would love to see you in there and give you a mini read. So come along sometime. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. And I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week as well. I also offer private readings as well, so book yourself in sometime. You can find links for that in the description box below. Well, enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. Bye. So if you chose the crystal along with the Light Seers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's find out what's going on in your love life by way of Celtic Cross Tarot spread. Giving you a full love tarot read here. And as usual, crystals, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that. If you do, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and the comments below. So let's get to it and find out what this reading is all about for you guys. Crystals. Temperance. Oh, I'm hearing that song in my head. Why are we waiting? You're waiting, huh? Crystals, you've been waiting. What have you been waiting for? Somebody? Or you've been single for a while and just waiting for the right person to come into your life? So, this is all about the waiting phase. Tell us more about this, guides, please. So what's crossing crystals at the moment? What's hindering crystals at the moment? What's standing in their way? Strength. Okay. Now, I just heard misplaced strength. Some of you might be grappling with your strength at the moment. We do have a lot in the collective feminine. A lot of, and I think this has been around for a long time as well, a lot of empowerment with the feminine. And, you know, there was like a phase of the collective feminine that went through like feminism and all of that, and it was kind of misplaced strength then. Do you know what I mean? And then we seem to, I don't know, I know there's still some people in that kind of an energy, but I think a lot of us have moved into more of a feminine strength where we go about what it is that we're doing in a more graceful kind of a way, in a more feminine kind of a way, but still strong. And whatever part of this process is, of like finding your strength and finding your comfortable position with your strength and your femininity and all of that kind of stuff, or your masculinity, it's this balance that you're seeking, or not so much balance, it's more like acceptance and self-love of your strength. It's being okay about yourself, being strong, and just settling into that. Do you know what I mean? It's like shadow work when we realize that we're all things and we've got darkness within us, and those things that we found shameful before, we stop hiding from them, we love and accept them in ourselves, and then nobody can shake us then. No one can say anything that knocks us off, that knocks us down, because we already own that stuff. We own all of that stuff. We've revealed everything. We've not got nothing to hide, We haven't got anything to hide, and so there's an element of shadow work in this. It's not really shadow, though. It's just you might be experiencing it as shadow. So this could come out in you getting stronger, you being more empowered and all of that kind of thing, but you're feeling like a bitch. Or you're feeling like you're getting into that feminism kind of an energy that you don't really resonate with, For those of you that don't resonate with that feminine energy, that feminism, can't say it, feminist kind of energy, I'm not talking about like true feminists. I'm talking about that energy. Do you know what I mean? That energy that some people have been in, which isn't necessarily representative of all strong women out there. So it feels just to me like you're just coming to grips with your strength here, and you're being okay about empowering yourself and being a strong woman and all of that, and all of that it means to other people and in societies and stuff like that, because different cultures have got different ideas about all of this. There's strong women here in Asia. There's strong women, and strong women are kind of applauded. I know in a lot of Western cultures, well, some, not a lot, some Western cultures don't. Some of them put strong women down, but some Western cultures don't. Some Western cultures have strong women, and they're kind of applauded. So it just kind of depends on the perspectives that you've had around you as to whether you are seeing your strengths as being okay and feminine, or whether you're seeing them as not being okay and masculine, not really you. And so you could be facing all of that kind of stuff at the moment. Self-love is the answer. If the answer isn't balance, then it's self-love, So a bit of shadow work to do there, or just coming to some kind of a peace with your strength. How do things appear on the face of it? Well, King of Cups. So somebody loves you, but Four of Swords, it feels like they're taking a break. They're relaxing, taking a step back, or healing themselves. They've got some work to do. So it appears that someone has got feelings for you and they love you, but they've got stuff to work on in themselves. They've got some self-love stuff to do as well. A lot of self-love stuff going on in this reading, right? Both in need of that. But what's really behind that? So this person that loves you, that's got some healing work to do, what's really behind that? Because that's only how it appears on the surface. What's really behind that? They're a disappointment. Okay. So some of you might be waiting on someone that loves you. They do love you. But you're thinking that they're healing, and perhaps they're not. Perhaps they're not doing that inner work. Perhaps they're not stepping up. Perhaps they're not doing that. Perhaps they're just kind of being disappointing. And the offer that you're waiting for, so one of the disappointing offers, the bright shiny offer that you think is coming from this person that you're waiting for, could be coming from someone else. Anyway, you're waiting, whether it's this one or someone better, right? You're waiting. It appears like they're doing the healing work required to come towards you, but healing work is inner work, right? And we can't see it from the outside of whether someone is actually doing that or not. It's very much an internal job. Someone can appear to be doing the work, but they're not. Could be talking the talk. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of like narcissists that talk the talk about the healing stuff and things like that. Quite a lot, right, out there doing that. But they're not actually doing the real work inside of themselves. So, recent past energies for crystals. 9 of Wands, you've been healing yourself. You're quite, perhaps frosty with this person, so keeping them at arm's length, having boundaries and all of that kind of thing because of the wounding that you've been through. So you weren't necessarily open in the past to this King of Cups, this one that loved you. You're keeping them at a distance, wary of them. You're obviously both in need of healing, right? And you're obviously aware that they're in need of healing themselves. They had to sort something out, right? They weren't quite ready for you. And through your wounding, The Nine of Wands is further along that healing path than the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is more like you've got to stop, you've got to pull back, you've got to start that healing kind of thing. The Nine of Wands is when you're almost healed, right? And you're aware of your healing and all of that, and you're aware of yourself and not getting back into those patterns. So still a little bit frosty, still a little bit, I better be careful here because I've only just learned this lesson kind of thing. So you're a little bit frosty toward them, keeping them at arm's length, very careful about letting them in. What's coming in the near future? What's the energy coming in the near future for crystals? The energy in the near future for crystals. King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody is getting clarity here. King of Swords, probably the King of Cups. They're getting clarity. They know what it is that they want, know what it is that they're doing. Queen of Cups, and you'll receive from them. So you getting in that feminine receptive mode. So this is really good energy. King of Swords, will be in that. They've got clarity now. They know what it is that they want. They can be clear. They can communicate with you. And you get to receive that communication from them. It feels like communication. We'll get into that, what's coming in though in the deeper dive read with timings and all of that, and what that communication is all about. What have they got clarity on there? Okay. So, this reading is all about temperance. It's about you waiting. What are you waiting for? What else is this reading about? Judgment, about discernment, about you making good decisions for yourself. Some of you are being waylaid by the universe, slowed down, because someone isn't necessarily the best decision for you in the long term. But you might have had omen signs, readings saying that they are your person, because look at you both here healing. You both helped each other to heal. You've both given each other the circumstances to provoke more healing, them causing you to be more wary, more discerning, waiting it out kind of thing, recognizing that they're not quite ready and keeping them at an arm's distance. That is good practice in itself, right? You might have noticed in the recent past energy that you did good. You're like, well, previously I would have just pursued someone like that, just let them in, instead of recognizing they've got a few red flags there. They've got to sort some things out first, so keeping them away. So it feels to me like this person has come in to give you practice at that, to make you more discerning. And you come into their life to instigate some kind of a healing in them. And it could have something to do with your strength, or your strength could be just a sideline of something that you're working on at the moment within yourself, you know. What are your fears? Page of Wands. This Page of Wands is being susceptible to what's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is seduced. You're afraid that you are susceptible to being seduced, or to caving into just a good time or something like that. So even though you're strong, and even though you're coming up as you've made good, like, discerning decisions and all of that, you're kind of afraid that you will cave and just go for the good time, short term, or whatever. So you're afraid you'll make the wrong choice, right? So you're not really trusting yourself and your strength. It feels like you're just testing this newfound strength out, and perhaps that's why this strength card is crossing you here, because you've done a lot of healing, but it's really the first time that you've practiced that, keeping someone at arm's length until they're completely ready kind of thing. You're recognizing the red flags and just you know, not choosing them in that moment, but perhaps letting them know, perhaps you let them know how they would need to come towards you. You know, like there would be a yes to you if they came with this offer or this kind of a way. And so you might have made it really clear to this person. What are your hopes? Your hopes are that you're very attractive right now, and that you're drawing in what it is that you want. So with this waiting, you know, you'll want that. You'll want to be very attractive right now, and and get some movement happening and some excitement in your life and some bit of passion, bit more emotional depth in your life, some better feelings and romance and all of that kind of thing, enriching your life somewhat. So you're hoping that you're attracting that kind of stuff in, that you're going to be lucky as well with the black cat in front now. And Two of Pentacles, weighing up your options. You're hoping that you are discerning right, weighing up your options right, and choosing the best for you for the long term. Okay, so let's get your outcome cards out. I will be revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive read, in that extended reading. So if you find that this is your story or could be a story, you might want to get that. Let's see here. So I'm going to get a series of cards out. Ooh, about 6. We got the first 4 out there, and there's a bit of drama in it. Wow, 7 cards you've got. Very cool. Okay, 7 cards. They tell a bit of intrigue and drama at the start, but then an excellent story. So if you want to find out what they are, I'll be showing you those and reading those cards in the deeper dive. But I'll also be getting cards out from these romance decks to give you more guidance and all of that. I'll be getting message cards out from your person as well, and I'll be getting timing cards out too. So if you're interested in that, and you want to know even more, and this is your story or it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like down there before you click off. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell and leave me a comment while you're down there too. All of that stuff really helps my channel out, so thank you so much for doing that. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, and and what they're coming in with, this communication that's coming in and when that's going to be, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower along with the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's find out what's going on in your love life by way of full Celtic Cross Tarot spread here. Wow, your cards are fast out of the gate. As usual, flowers is going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading, seeing as your guides are super, super eager to tell you what's going on at the moment. What's this reading all about? Wow. The 9 of Inspiration and the Emperor. This is about divine masculine energy, so you could be twin flame with this person, and 9 of Inspiration, healing from masculine energy that has tested you and pushed you. The Emperor can be controlling, and there's some healing to do from that when you have been on the wrong side of the Emperor. When it's healing from toxic masculine is one way of putting it, but what I'm getting specifics from this, that you've got some healing to do with an interaction with a divine masculine, specifically, not just like generally toxic masculine in society or whatever. It's specifics with one specific person, which could be your twin flame. There's something's gone on in previous interactions with them, something about control, power play, or something like that. Could be a push-pull kind of an energy of when they've been pushed, and when they've been pushed, you've been trying to draw them in, and you've realized that that isn't what you should do. You're not being strong in that moment, and there's something to heal from there. So it could have brought stuff up for you from the past, right? Of things that you've been through in the past, and you realize this is not the Empress way of dealing with things. I lost my power then. I'm reacting to what they've done or what they're trying to do, rather than having this empowered approach. So it feels like, yeah, we're talking about a twin flame relationship here, where you're healing from something that they brought up for you in some kind of situation that they put you in, kind of thing. And it could be that they were pushing you away. So what's hindering you in this? What's hindering you in this? Page of Materials. So the Page of Materials, see how her head is full of roses there, and she's dreaming this rose into being. This is kind of wishful thinking in a way of, Page of Materials can be a small offer kind of thing, but you're making it into a big thing. You think it's already happened. You think that offer is already there. Thinking that it's more tangible than it is right now. Thinking that this is set in stone before it actually is. It's a wishful thinking kind of a feeling, this. So this is hindering you. It's almost a feeling like you've got this in the bag, that more has been offered than it actually has. So you're feeling that this is a dead cert. This person isn't necessarily true according to that. You might be making too much of a small offer of love from them, is what I'm getting from that. Well, let's get deeper into this and see if that is even true. How do things appear on the surface of this? There's been communication to say no, to push away, you see? So it's like, no, they've pushed you away. They've said no. They've said no, not now, or they've communicated that they don't want this right now, or don't want this, something like that. They pushed you away, directly communicated that to you. They said no to you. That's how it appears on the surface. What's really behind that? So they let you go, is what it feels like. That was their communication, but whether you believe that or not is another thing. What's really behind that? Right, okay. They just can't make a decision to end something and start anew with you. So that's what's really behind that. Now, is that what you're believing is really behind that, or is that what is truly behind that? Because, you know, tarot readings are picking up on your energy, rather than, it's not like the universe saying this is what is so. It's more saying this is what is in your energy. This is where you're at the moment. I'm just going to let the cat out. So you need to know that about tarot readings. It's not necessarily prediction of what the universe is saying is dead set true, and this is what's going to happen. And this is why we can have readings that are like confirmation of what we're thinking or what we're feeling. It's like, well, I've had the signs to say that this is true, and it's like, well, yeah, but that's what readings do. It's like I'm reading the energy, and the energy is about the energy that you're holding and the energy that they're holding, right? So you're believing, and perhaps this is why this is crossing you, the Page of Materials, is that you're believing that they're actually doing this. That they said no to you and pushed you away, but what they were really saying, you think, is that they've not made a decision to end something so they can have a new start with you. You're thinking that they're actually going to do that. They've offered some kind of an energy to you here, and it was enough for you to believe that this is going to happen. You've been wounded by them, perhaps in that direct communication of them saying no to you and pushing you away, but you've still held hope, is what I feel. Recent past energies for flowers. Recent past energy. The Lovers. A lot of love between you, perhaps being together as lovers and it going really well. So there's some sweet energy between you. If you haven't been together, consummated kind of thing, it could just be that romance was growing and your feelings for each other were growing as well. There's something to this, and you believe in this relationship. You believe that you're meant for each other, is what it feels like to me. What's coming in the near future energy? Winner, chicken dinner. Six of Inspiration is about victory, but it's more than victory. It's about being seen to be the victors too. So another card to explain that. The Three of Emotions, reconciliation. Muse of Materials, they've got stability now. So it appears that this is going to happen. And not just going to happen, but you're going to be seen. It's going to be seen. So you're going to be out there as a couple kind of thing, is what this is saying. Three of Emotions, reconciliation. Because they've got some kind of stability now. So something is going to cause them to be more stable. Perhaps they do make that change and end that thing. But yeah. Okay. What else is this reading about? It's about your healing from that Emperor's energy of whatever happened. What else is this reading about? Six of Voices. It's about the movement from A to B. It's about the movement from where you're at right now to where you want to be. So this reading is about helping you to get yourself from where you're at the moment in wishful thinking and not really wanting to see what has happened, to healing yourself from what has gone on so that you can move forward to where you want to be. And it feels like both of you in need of that healing to me. What are your fears? You know, the Six of Voices is about getting out of the choppy waters to the calm waters. So this reading is about sorting this relationship out and getting to a good place. What are you fearing? Well, fear itself, anxiety, you know, stress, anxiety. So you're fearing there's going to be a lot of stress around this situation. There will be a part of you that kind of doesn't want to go there. There's kind of pushing that away. You might have been asking yourself, like, am I actually pushing this one away because it's going to be quite dramatic being together? There's something in this Six of Inspiration about being seen together. So you're fearing like a lot of anxiety coming from it, or a lot of trouble causes you sleepless nights and all of that kind of thing. Big offer. You're a little bit afraid of them giving you a really big offer. So feels to me like you might want to take this slowly and progress normally. But if they've got big changes going on, Six of Inspiration is coming in strong for something really stable, right? And so you might be afraid. You might just like want to take the relationship slowly rather than it be like, you know, big declaration, like let's get married kind of thing up front. Okay. What are you hoping? What are your hopes? What are your hopes in all of this? The Knight of Inspiration. They'd hurry up. They'd hurry up and come in with this passion. You want to get this off the ground, or at least like, you want them to invest, right? Seven of Materials and the Nine of Emotions. For your relationship needs to be met, because it feels like this has just been a non-starter kind of thing. You've not got your relationship needs met yet. You might have been like, well, I'm getting a lot of the hassle. Sure, we started falling in love, but I've been getting a lot of the hassle from this relationship and none of the good stuff. So you want your relationship needs, your heart's needs to be met. Well, let's get your outcome cards out. I will be revealing the outcome cards in the deeper dive read, in that extended reading. I'm going to get a few of them out so it tells a bit of a story. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks as well to give you more guidance and all of that. I'll be getting timing cards out. I will be getting message cards from your person as well, and if I want to go deeper into any of all that stuff, I will. If there's communication coming in, say, we'll get into what they're going to say. If there's healing stuff that comes up, we'll go into what that is that needs to be done as well. So, in the deeper dive. But let's get your outcome cards out. Oh, wow. 3 major arcanas so far. Then, 6 outcome cards out there. It's pretty huge energy. This starting out with 3 major arcanas and then some drama and intrigue going on there. So yeah, if you want to find out what these are and you want all of the rest of it as well, if you find that this is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check in those places where your email provider stashes them away so you can't find them. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower. on a device that can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell along with the Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross Tarot love spread. Find out what's going on in your love life. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive read that goes with this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be your story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading. Find out what's going on in your love life. What is this reading all about? The King of Pentacles. This is the female version of the King of Pentacles. So this is your energy, but you're kind of taking on the masculine role of being the one that is stable, the one that's a provider, the one with a good job, the one with the money, the one with the savings, the one that sorts the house out, all of those masculine kind of energies, which the feminine, when we're by ourselves, we have to be in. But that's what this reading is about. When you're in that energy and you're really good at that masculine side of it, sometimes you're going to attract the men that are more in the feminine energy, right? It could be about that, but we'll see. What is hindering you in all of this? It's not saying that it's hindering you. When we're by ourselves, we need to be whole people, right? A mixture of the divine masculine, divine feminine within us. And then when we come into relationship, we can be that mix, we can let go of those roles. We don't have to be it all, you know. We can be some of those things to each other. So the man can get more in the masculine energy, the woman more in the feminine energy. What is hindering you is the Five of Pentacles. It's being alone. Being alone is hindering you. Huh. You're too good at being alone. Is that what it's saying? I don't know. Let's get deeper into this. How do things appear on the surface of it? Queen of Cups, like you're open and receptive. It appears on the surface of it. So you appear to be in that feminine energy, open and receptive. What's really behind that is you're doing a lot. You're very attractive, but you're doing a lot. Page of Wands. People are noticing. So you've got a lot of attraction coming towards you. A lot of people are attracted to you, looking at you with the, you know, as a very attractive possibility. So you're very attractive right now. Appears like you're open. You're doing great for yourself. You've got a lot of stability. But what's hindering you? The Five of Pentacles. That's the, you know, the long, slow walk alone. I still don't get it. So, recent past energies in this situation. King of Wands. You had someone come in your life who's very attractive, very passionate kind of a character, a go-getter, someone that appeared to be at your level kind of thing, able to do what as much as you're doing kind of thing, someone that's got that the drive to do as much as you. So you attracted someone in. So you met somebody, recent past, King of Wands character, who appeared to be your equal, is what it feels like to me, because you've got very strong energy in all of this. The Queen's, King energy and all of that. You're extremely attractive. It's like loads of people want to be with you, but nobody is stepping forward to actually be your counterpart kind of thing. So you could be attracting a lot of people, but they don't seem to be at your level. That's what it could be. Five of Pentacles energy is that slow walk in the snow. You know, it's that usually depicted by some people that are walking past a church, right? And they're walking in the snow, and one's got on crutches and stuff like that. And they could go into the church to get some comfort, but they don't. They carry on to where they're headed. So you could be very single-minded and wanting actually what it is that you want. That could be the Five of Pentacles energy, and that's kind of hindering you at the moment, is what this is saying. Let's find out more. This is very intriguing. The energy coming in the near future. You're going to have to be strategic, says the Five of Wands. So you're going to have to make a move and be strategic. Can you tell me what that is about? Move about what? High Priestess. Following your intuition. Intuitively know is what that is saying. So whatever popped into your head when I said that, you're going to have to be strategic. The first thing that came into your mind, that's your intuition saying, yeah, this is what you're going to have to do. Now, it could be about getting in touch with this King of Wands again, or proceeding in some kind of a way with that King of Wands. Could have been a bit of a standoff with this King of Wands, because you both feel like leaders to me. Okay. What else is this reading about? It's about you and the King of Pentacles, that very stable, providing energy. What else is it about? The Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Now, I'm going to do something that I don't do in these. I'm going to read from the book of this tarot the difference between these two energies and see if we can hone in on this to see what it's going on about. So first of all, the King of Pentacles in the feminine version. Let's read that out. King of Pentacles. The female King of Pentacles, this one. This one says, it shows a female king in a garden surrounded by blooming flowers. The blossoms have round golden centers that look like shiny gold coins. They represent the wealth and success the king has achieved. She's carefully absorbing the golden coins into her chest, which shows her discipline and dedication to handling business and finances. On top of her head lies a castle nested in her hair, like a beacon to others. She represents stability and security. She's not only a savvy businesswoman, she's also caring and generous with others. Yeah, so she's got wealth. So this might just be saying that you've been focused on your business and your money and all of that, on your security and all of that. Queen of Pentacles energy, however, is, we see the Queen of Pentacles in the midst of a lush green garden. Her dress is made of tulips and connects her with the surrounding flora and fauna. Under a wide skirt rests a rabbit family, symbolizing the Queen's protective nature, especially for those under her care. The Queen carries the flowers in a basket and wears a formal jacket, which illustrates that she's a serious working woman and a good provider. So this is a more nurturing kind of an energy than this one. This reading is saying that you've found a really good balance in yourself of the masculine and feminine energies and that stability in yourself. And what I'm guessing here is that that's exactly what you're looking for. You're open and receptive to that, but to nothing less than that. So you want someone that is balanced in themselves too, that doesn't need you, kind of thing. You can be the king, you can provide and all of that kind of thing. You're going to stay on top of your business and your career and all of that kind of thing. But you've also got this nurturing energy as well. So you do want to share it. You want to share this, but not just with anyone. You don't want to attract someone in that wants you to do that for them, wants you to be a mama and provide from them and all of that. You don't want that. You want an equal, right? And it feels to me like this King of Wands came in your life and you're like, okay, they're an equal. I'll let them in. But you're going to need to be strategic with this person. What are your fears? What are your fears around this? The Six of Wands. You're fearing success in this. That's interesting, isn't it? It's often said that we fear success more than we fear challenges. Kind of used to challenges. So there's something about the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is also about being seen to be successful as well. So it could be that you're kind of worried about somebody finding out, letting someone into your life and finding out how successful you are, how much money you've got, or all of that kind of thing. You could actually be afraid that people are seeing your energy a little bit clearly and it's attracting the wrong kind of person. Because it seems like you're open and receptive. Below that though, you're very attractive. There's a lot of people looking at you with lust kind of thing, with like, oh, this person's got a lot for me kind of thing. So a lot of takers out there attracted to your energy, but not necessarily an equal to you. So you're afraid of your energy kind of being out there and people being attracted to that. Attracted to that, to want to take it from you. What else are you afraid of? The Three of Wands, waiting forever. Waiting for that perfect person to show, and it just doesn't seem to happen. What are your hopes? Let's try that again. It's a bit messy. What are your hopes? Shells, hopes. Hopes, shells. What are shells, hopes? Shells, hopes. You don't have much hope because the cards are really slow to come out. Strength. Okay. Strength in the Four of Cups. So you're hoping to be strong in the face of disappointing offers. The Four of Cups is like waiting for that. It's like I'm not happy with any of the offers that I've got in front of me at the moment. I want that bright shiny. I know that I offer that in relationships, and I want that same thing for me. So you're hoping to be strong in the face of all of that. So not to settle, not to succumb to like, oh well, I'll just go for whatever's available then, you know. Well, let's get your outcome cards out then. So I'll be revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive read, in that extended reading. Ooh. I'm going to get a few of them out, so it's like a progression, tells a story for you. I'll also be getting cards out in that reading from these decks back here as well to give you some advice and all of that. I want to go deeper into this Five of Wands as well, of why you need to be strategic. I want to get messages out from the King of Wands as well, see what's going on with him, okay, and anyone else that pops out in this outcome as well, because I do feel like you've got someone else coming in here as well. Oh, and so we'll be getting message cards out for anyone that shows up in this reading. Okay. You got 6 outcome cards there. It's quite intriguing. It's a little bit, I think you'd have to be on your toes, let's put it that way. If you want to find out what these are and you want all the rest of it too, I'll be getting timing cards out for all of this stuff coming in and getting deeper into it all. If you're interested in that, then I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do not need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive the email. Now, that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so you do need to check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on that shell on your device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, click on the subscribe button with that notification bell as well, and leave me a comment while you're down there. All of that stuff really helps my channel out, so thank you so much for doing that. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read to find out what these are and all the rest of it, then I will see you in there very shortly.